The sway. Probably one of the hardest things to perfect as a shooter.
Looking like Debbie Fly. I pick to the beat, walking down the street and I knew the freak, yeah. This is how I roll, animal print pants out control.
The sway helps with short and long misses. Here are a few things that the sway does for you.
Look at that body, girl, look at that body. I work out.
The sway gives you power.
Girl, look at that body, girl, look at that body.
It gives you balance.
In the spot, this is what I see. Everybody stops and is staring at me.
It gives you touch.
My pants and I ain't afraid to show it, show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I know it.
It gives you arc.
I'm sexy and I know it.
It gives you fluidity. And it relieves tension in the shoulder area.
And when I'm at the beach, I'm in the Speedo trying to tan my cheeks.
The easiest way to spot it is the feet landing forward, but many of us will not even have to worry about our feet. Sway is all in the release and the angle of the shoulders. If you have the proper shoulder angle, the sway will automatically happen.
I work out when I walk in the spot.
So what if I shoot straight up and down? What if I don't sway? Well, let's have a look, but try not to get sick.
Cause you had a bad day, you take it one day, sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't
Why didn't anybody tell me? My insides are on fire! No, please, no more, no more. Dad, I'm scared. Get the phone. Call 911. Lois, get in here. Okay. I think it's all gone. I think I don't want to. Peter, I need you to hold my ears.
To talk about shooting, you have a great sway when you release the ball. Was that taught to you as your feet flow forward?
No, that's just something that came naturally to me.
And the last one is the sway, letting your feet flow forward on the release. Not like your whole body vertical, but your feet going forward, which I think you have a little bit of a nice one. Was that taught to you?
It wasn't. It's something I didn't even really realize I did until going into college. I mean, I didn't know that. A lot of times my feet, I'm jumping forward, but that's, somebody once told me it's good for smaller guards.
And the last thing we have on this one, or a couple things, is the sway, where you let your feet gently flow forward and almost hinging at the waist. You do that, and is that something that was taught to you, or again, is that a natural thing for you?
I think it's just, natural. I'm a jump shooter, so when I shoot, I jump pretty high off the ground, and I think it's natural for me to kind of sway and go forward, towards the basket.
This is Jonah. He's a 5th grader from Texas. What allows him to shoot the three-pointer with such ease and comfort and accuracy? The sway, of course. Let's take a look at his shoulders. This is Jonah's straight up and down shot. You can see here the shoulders stay even. They're not sloped like before, so it causes tension to rise up out of the shoulders into the neck and makes the player very uncomfortable. This also takes away from power.
I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe
You see here in this clip, as we slow it down, his front shooting shoulder goes high and forward as his off shoulder goes backward and down. This angle or slope keeps the shoulders opposite of one another which is how they're naturally supposed to stay. And because of this, it allows him to have much more power and comfort in his shot.
There are miracles in life I must achieve.
One of the excuses we hear is that players do this once they reach the NBA, that this is something that they develop as they become more athletic. Well, let me show you these players when they were in high school. It's not something that athletes do, it's something that good players do and good shooters do.
If I just believe it, there's nothing to it.
We remember Michael Jordan for his legacy, his championships, his MVPs, and for being one of the best players we've ever seen play this game. He was one of the league's top competitors, top athletes, and top skilled players in his time. But what we may not remember about Jordan is that he was an average to poor shooter at best. When he reached the NBA, one of the things he developed was a sway in his shot, which gave him better arc, better touch, better power, and better comfort in his shot to allow him to finish properly over defenders and on wide open shots smoothly. Jordan's improvement in the sway is what allowed him to overcome a mediocre first 5 years in the NBA and become a great shooter and one of the all-time best players in the league.